Okay, floor explorer here. We're still in St. Augustine. We are on the ground of one of, if not the most significant historical locations on the continent. That's not in any way an exaggeration. That is just straight up fact. This is where they landed. This is where they started building their missions. Archaeological evidence confirms the first buildings, first burials, first everything out here. This is where they came. The Indians were here. This was Timucuan village. So this is the epicenter as far as history and on our continent is concerned. I should quantify that by saying, of course, Spaniards landed in the Caribbean islands first, but this is on the continental United States and Canada and Mexico and everything else. This was it. This is all in the mid 16th century, 1565. In fact, that's when Avila's established this place. And that's the same guy that traipsed across the quote-unquote Spanish Trail to, among other places, to wind up over Safety Harbor in St. Petersburg. There's mounds and evidence of his having visited the Timucuan villages there. So this is really cool from the historical history lover standpoint. This is it, man. This is where it started. Very, very cool stuff. These guys would have come here, they would have made peace with the Indians and eventually convert them, witness to them to their conversion. That's the shrine. It's been dismantled. It's not the original. You got a marriage going on here, but over there's the altar where we first started, but that's just a replica. It was in this, that would have been in that area, the altar would have been in that area, but it's not necessarily in that exact spot. But again, we know from archaeological evidence that we are standing on the ground. They've uncovered those things going back to that time period that verify it. So it's just seriously incredibly cool stuff. And as everybody knows, any school child knows that St. Augustine is the oldest continuously occupied city on the continent, including the islands. So that being said, that's just a really neat deal. The shrine is to something con leche and safe delivery. Somebody of milk and safe delivery. But it's still a cool spot nonetheless. Catholics like their shrines, unquestionably. This site has been called America's most sacred acre. Tradition holds that the first Mass in the new colony was celebrated here. The chapel, that back there, which was rebuilt after it was taken down. The Spanish left to move out of here for a time. This ground was fought over several times. believe this is a statue of the first priest. Yeah, Pedro Menendez's expedition, founding pastor of the parish of St. Augustine. It all started right here when we moved in over that way to create the town. Evidence of 2011 archaeological dig. And back up and through here is what they've uncovered so far, and then they've marked it, I guess, for further excavation at some point once they get the funding and decide exactly what they want to do with it. But this is cool to stand where the first Europeans landed. And I think it's important when we talk about history and our heritage in this country. We talk about ourselves as Europeans, descendants, because they were already and not being discovered, but just exploring and finding something that to us was new, but to the people that were here it wasn't new, because there had been people here for thousands of years before the Europeans. But still, it's a connection straight from us to them, them to us. They came across that big ass ocean looking for riches and looking to colonize new areas and looking to convert the people that were here to Christianity. And they were successful in all counts. They brought Christ to this area, this godless area, and that in and of itself was worth everything. So we're going to finish photographing. We've been photographing some in here, but we're going to finish it and move on. Trying to do as much as we can before the afternoon storms. They've been rolling in pretty regularly, and don't get stuck in any of those bad boys. So still want to try to visit Matanzas, and that is down the road about 20 miles. So that may or may not happen this trip, but we'll see. We are out.